Hi, honey, how are you? It's Teknikolour. Today I have another speed build for you. This time I renovated 18 Culpepper House in San Myshuno. Let's check it out. Okay, so I wanted to renovate 18 Culpepper House in San Myshuno, not because I'm actually going to live in the apartment I built, which might sound really weird, but my sim already actually moved into 18 Culpepper House. But the way that my legacy challenge is set up is she has to live in an apartment that's kind of like first apartment vibes and not all that great. So this lot has the historical trait that has that plaque that we can't remove. It also has the spooky lot challenge. She doesn't ever seem to get scared, but her neighbors do. And I don't know. But I wanted to have her live in a beautiful first apartment that, I don't know, I would love for her to have. And this is really the only opportunity that I have to do this. So I decided I was going to renovate the apartment that she's actually living in into what I wish she could live in, but she'll never actually live in this. And it's actually really funny because normally what I do is on Tuesday mornings, I stream The Sims. I stream that legacy challenge that I'm talking about over on my Twitch channel. And I stream for 4 hours. So we start at like 10 a.m. And then immediately after stream, I eat lunch. And then I start recording commentary for our YouTube videos. But today is all out of sorts because I actually have plans in a couple of hours. So I'm actually going to be live at 3 p.m. So I'm just like switching the two tasks. So right now I'm actually recording commentary in the morning, and then later on I'll actually stream the legacy challenge. But we're also going to be building because the way that Gemma Wyndham, her generation is set up, we basically have to have her live in like a not great apartment to start. And then when she has enough money, she can move into her next apartment. And then when she moves into her next apartment, she'll live in there for a little bit. And then if she is able to then afford a penthouse at any time during her lifespan, then she'll upgrade to the next level and she'll be able to then have her parents move in. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point. I would love to, because she gets a lot of money at that point. We actually decided because her grandmother is like very well off. So because her grandmother has so much money, she would have like 400K. And we're like, she's not going to start off in a rundown apartment at 400K. So I decided that I think she probably won't inherit the money until, or not inherit, she won't have access to the money until that penthouse, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'll have her get a loan or something from her dad once we get to this next apartment. I don't know. I'll have to decide. It's stressful, okay? If you didn't know, I live in New York City. And this is actually my bedroom. Again, we don't have a ton of space. So I basically just built what I would want to live in. And this is actually a 2-bedroom, which is much bigger than mine. Her kitchen, actually, pretty much everything in her apartment is bigger than mine, except for maybe the living room. The living room probably is a bit smaller because it also includes a dining room table, and mine does too, but I feel like I have a much bigger living room. But I wanted things to get, I don't know, I wanted it to be like kind of like close and kind of like tight, but not cramped, if that makes sense. So if you're looking at this and you're like, Tech, this looks cramped. No, it doesn't. I don't know. I just really love this one. I really like the way that this one turned out. I love the color scheme that I chose, which is very similar to like my own apartment. I really like teals and greens and stuff like that. I think it is very kind of like quintessential New York City, in my opinion. I don't know if y'all would agree, but I think it looks very New York City and also very Gemma Wyndham, which was a little difficult to do, if I'm being honest, because the colors that she likes are very similar to the previous generations. But this is like really just like the color scheme that I decided for her when I was like, when she aged up, I was like picking these colors for her in her outfits. But it just sort of like fits her. And I think that works for the city living generation because it's kind of, she's just like, I don't know, like a combination of all of her ancestors, if that makes sense. And I don't know. I'm really proud of it. I'm also, okay, so this is going to be really embarrassing. Did any of you miss anything in our last video? If you watched our last video, it was the Mount Montgomery like pink build. Was there anything missing in that build, would you say? Because yesterday morning, I got a message from one of my viewers. Viddy messaged me and said, Tech, I'm playing in that build that you just posted on YouTube. There's no fridge. And I was like, oh, what? I was like, you're joking. Like, that's, is it like April Fool's again? I looked at the screenshots that I had posted and I did in fact forget a fridge. And it's even funnier because then I opened The Sims and I looked at this build, which was finished at that point, and there's no fridge. Like, you're looking at this right now. And there's no fridge. I kind of moved things around. I kind of like shifted the sink over. For some reason, the debug television disappeared. So we ended up getting rid of that too. Unfortunately, I thought that looked really cute, but I kind of just like shifted everything down and added a fridge next to like where the dishwasher and that like large cabinet is. How did I forget a fridge twice? In two separate builds. I'm so glad I was able to catch it before I uploaded this one, but how did I forget a fridge twice? And also, shouldn't The Sims warn you? Like, buddy, you're kind of forgetting something. I was so embarrassed. I was like, you're kidding me. But now we lose this vintage little debug television, which those debug TVs actually work. I actually had it in one of my previous builds for our gardening sim. We lived in Henford. We had a vintage little television and it worked and it never disappeared. It disappeared here. And I was like, I'm not going to go through the process of trying to find it. It'll just be whatever. But I also feel like her kitchen, this kitchen, again, I keep saying like her because she's not gonna live here. But this is like what I envisioned for her. This apartment, I think, I don't know. I just feel like it works. I feel like this just fits in New York City, in my opinion. So I don't know. I know other cities are different. Maybe y'all have bigger kitchens. Like this sort of like small galley kitchen is similar to my own kitchen even. This is actually bigger than my kitchen. There's a lot more counter space in this one, let me tell you. I actually had to put in a dishwasher in my own kitchen, and it's one of those smaller ones. So this has a full-size dishwasher, so just saying. I also really love using the Party Essentials new stereo table. Like the vinyl record player, it works. It's beautiful. And I've been using the bookcase from Mosquito. Everything just works perfectly together. It just looks good. I love the Crystal Creations desk. Everything just like works together. I'm also using the Bistro kit, the Cozy Bistro kit, the mirror. I think it looks beautiful in here. And I had the idea that I was going to use that a lot in my city living generation. So I was glad that I was able to use it here, even if I'm not going to be able to give it to her until at least her second apartment. But I don't know. Her second apartment, I feel like, is going to look similar to this. And I'm actually kind of nervous because I don't typically build on stream, at least not anymore. I'm excited though. I'm excited because you always have chat being able to participate. So if you are like looking at this speed build and being like, oh my God, Teknikolour, why are you putting that there? This would look so much better. You can actually say that in chat. Maybe a little bit nicer than that. I mean, I do have feelings. But I don't know. I don't know. It's really nice to get chat's ideas. And sometimes like y'all come up with like amazing ideas that I would never think of. So it's nice to build on stream because then like right now, if you have a suggestion, like, yeah, I could maybe put that in like a future build. But if it's live happening on stream, like we could do it then. So that's always really fun. Probably not going to be very helpful for you today because it'll be after we've built it, unless we might not finish the build today. We might actually have to work on it a little bit more on Thursday morning stream, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to be honest. I'm getting a little annoyed. While we were recording commentary, my computer blue screened and then I reopened it to check the file to see if the recording could be saved. And then my computer froze again. I don't really remember where we were at any point anymore. So I think we'll just try to wing it from here. I also decided for the dining room area that there wasn't a ton of space for a dining room table, but I still wanted to like kind of just like shove one in there and make it so that there was still a little bit of space. So that's kind of why it might be a little bit tight getting through that hallway, but I think it sort of just fits within the sort of apartment. Figuring out the floor plan for the bedrooms, however, was a little bit difficult because I knew that I wanted there to be a main bathroom, but I knew that I also wanted there to be 2 bedrooms. And I thought that the bathroom should kind of be at the end of the hall, but then I wasn't sure how to get the bedrooms fit in because I was thinking I would kind of have it be sort of like Jack and Jill. So you would be able to access that bathroom from the hallway, but then also from the primary bedroom. And unfortunately, there was too much space. So we ended up having it work a little differently. So there's actually 2 bathrooms now. And the main bathroom off the hallway actually has laundry, which I was very excited about because my apartment doesn't have laundry. And the primary bathroom gets a little bit of a bigger bathroom, but with no tub. They just get a shower. So I don't normally do that. I did this in my last generation where the primary bathroom just had a shower. And I feel like my Sims want to bathe in the bathrooms that have full like tub shower combos. So I don't know. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I was also recently gifted from a friend of mine the bathroom clutter kit, which I have wanted for such a long time. I knew that I would use like the majority of the items, but there's a specific candle in it that I think you can use pretty much everywhere. And I wanted the kit for that item. And there was no way that I could fit it in my budget that I was going to get it for one item. Like I knew that I would use all of the items, but I just couldn't warrant the purchase just yet. And then a friend surprised me with it. And I'm so grateful because now I'm going to use it all the time. Can I just say though, I have been really enjoying the artwork from the Cozy Bistro kit. Because what I've been doing is on my bar from the Party Essentials kit, I have been stacking the frames from the Cozy Bistro kit, and I think they look really good together, but they layer nicely. So I size one down and it just, I don't know, it just looks really good together, I think. So I'm gonna be using that a lot. I hope you don't mind. These are gonna be making it into almost every single build more recently, I think. Also, I feel like I want to start doing maybe a few more limited pack builds where I'm not using like everything at my disposal, because even when I think I'm not using everything at my disposal, when I upload to the gallery is like, yeah, you used every single pack. But these next couple of builds are probably going to be focused around my legacy challenge, so they're going to use everything. So I'm really sorry if you don't have all the packs, or if there's items that you don't have access to. I really apologize. I'm just mostly building for myself here with these. Pretty soon, I promise we'll start getting back to ones where it's not going to be quite as many packs, because we started doing that. I think we did it like once where we used like just a couple, and I was very thrilled with it. So I think I want to start doing some more limited pack builds. I just got really scared because in I'm looking at the speed build right now as I'm recording commentary, and there was like a slight pause, and I thought that my computer was gonna blue screen again or freeze, but it didn't. We seem to be okay. I'm also very pleased with the 2 bedrooms in this apartment, because this first bedroom is rather spacious, although it is a little bit tighter. So I have room for like a chair. I have room for like a little dresser. And obviously like there's like the primary bathroom. But then there's like some like small shelves and stuff like that. And then of course the bed and the nightstands. And I think that's a good amount of space for an apartment. Like I have a lot of furniture in my bedroom, but I also use mine as an office. Then in this second bedroom, which I don't have a second bedroom, it's kind of like the baby's room. So at this point, there is no baby in the Legacy Challenge, but I figured it would be easier to decorate a room that was more for like a toddler or a child. So that's why that room is not set up for a baby, but it's still definitely a younger kid. And I had a lot of fun decorating with it. I also really wanted to use some of the wallpaper from the pastel pop kit, but I think because the walls are so like much higher here, it just was not looking right. So I decided to use something just a little more basic. And I don't know. We struggled a lot trying to figure out what to do in terms of wallpaper here. But speaking of my Legacy Challenge, if you're interested in swinging by to my Twitch channel, I play The Sims every Tuesday and Thursday morning, usually. Today, again, I'm going to be on in the afternoon, but that's long gone because this is well past that. But typically I'm on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at like 10 a.m. Eastern time. And it's really fun to explore the Legacy Challenge because I wrote this challenge with my boyfriend, and it's the first time like anyone's doing it. So it's really exciting to see it grow and evolve over time, like with you, because like chat gets to participate and just like gets to see how it grows. Like obviously like there's like the structure of the rules, but things obviously change, and like I don't know, it's different like with each particular set of Sims. So it's always very exciting to see how my Legacy family is evolving. You can also see my family tree on the Sims Legacy Hub. There's so much more that you can see like while we're on Twitch, but it's very exciting because I think people might want to see me start building more on stream, so we might have to start doing that too. So I'll be sure to let you know here on YouTube if we're going to be doing some more live building in the future. But you'll definitely still see the speed builds. So at this point of the build, we're putting the finishing touches on. We're putting out some plants and stuff like that. I've also really been enjoying the nifty knitting hanging plants, which I forgot about. I had been using those a couple of times in some of my builds, and now I gotta start adding them in again because they're really cute and they're really easy to use, but they're in debug. Oh. But anyway, we're nearing the end of the build right now. So why don't we pop into the game and I can show you around a little bit. So this is in the Spice Market neighborhood of San Myshuno, and it's in the Culpepper apartments. And it's this bottom unit over here, 18 Culpepper House. So just very quickly, here's the floor plan. There is a kitchen over here, and then there's a little dining table. There's a little office area. This is the whole living room. Here's the kids' bedroom. There's a little bar right outside the door to the parents' bedroom. And then over here is the main bathroom with laundry, and then the primary bathroom over here. And I am very, very happy with the way that this whole build turned out. I'm a little sad that Gemma is not actually going to be living in here. I'm excited to build her second apartment. If you like this build, please consider liking the video and subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss more videos. And if you would like to see more live content, again, I stream pretty much every single day over on Twitch. The name is the same there, and I'll drop the link down in the description down below. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.